Welcome back to another first impression, this time for the anime Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You. Synopsis on any list. At age 45, office worker Sasaki has had enough of the corporate grind. His only solace is smoking and the friendly smile of supermarket cashier Yamada. When Sasaki can't find Yamada after a particularly trying day, a striking woman invites him to smoke with her. The despondent man thinks he's made a new smoking buddy in the cool teasing Tayama, but Sasaki doesn't realize he already knows her. Note episode 1 through 6 had an early release by Abema and Crunchyroll on June 3rd. Mini-episode batch format that split 6 episodes into 12 ahead of the TV broadcast. This is where I thought the first 6 episodes, seemingly. Now every episode is divided into 2 parts. That is why we have 12 mini-episodes. And this is an interesting idea for a show. So we have Sasaki, who's the guy on the left. He's just your office worker. He seems to be under a lot of pressure in his day-to-day work. The only things he is looking forward to is his smoke, and whenever he goes to his supermarket, there's a nice cashier named Yamada. And she's very friendly, she's very positive. It is what he calls his little pick-me-up. Because whenever he sees her, he gets, happy. He gets the nice, positive rush again to keep him going for the next day. One day, as is described here, he gets invited by this new smoking partner, Tayama, behind the supermarket to smoke with her. And, she is the one on the screen, as you see here. She's like pretty cool. She seems like the cool type, and they have more or less a heart-to-heart. This is how it goes. He's mostly talking to Tayama behind the supermarket about the day, about all kinds of stuff. And overall the show it's always hard to pinpoint for me. So there's a romance aspect, naturally. There's also slice of life, ? We can see what AniList has at the genres: comedy, romance, slice of life. The easy peasy. And it is quite enjoyable because Sasaki, he is, as an office worker, he is very apologetic. He always has some interesting reactions to Tayama and her teasing, because that is how she behaves. She likes to tease him every now and then, and that is their dynamic. It is a really enjoyable show. I don't know why, but it's very relaxing. You can just sit back, relax, see their little quips and banter, and it is just a really relaxing show. Also, that we have a romance that is not centered around high schoolers is pretty nice. I mean, supposed romance, can't really go too much into, but naturally romance is not always straightforward. But I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed all the aspects of the show, the first 6 episodes that I got to watch. And I'm definitely looking forward to more. However, as I see, July 9th is the broadcast, and then I have to wait for the 6 episodes to go out, which I probably am going to rewatch. Maybe not. I will see. To then get the probably last 6. I'm assuming it has 12 episodes. But I find it interesting that this seems to be more targeted at a mature audience, more adults. I mean, smoking is a relevant point of the story. You see it in the picture already, which I feel like is not too prevalent nowadays in a lot of shows, especially because it's a pretty big focus. And I also like that I just really like the dynamic. I really like Sasaki. He seems like a good dude. I also like Tayama. We also see in the 6 episodes, we see a couple different outfits. So it's not only one outfit that Tayama has. Now Sasaki, he is an office worker. He always has to have his business suit on. Not much else I can say. Really enjoyed it. Now, let's see. Do we have any ratings? No. AniList doesn't allow ratings? Interesting. It makes sense because essentially the first episode has not released. But my anime list has it at 8.6 and 12,000 people. So there you have a good rating. That is already an endorsement, I would argue. For me, it was a little bit hard to pinpoint, but I would say for the first 6 episodes, that is, I would say for me, it's like a weak 9 out of 10. I do really enjoy it. I don't know why, but I really looked forward to the next episode whenever I finished one. And I would definitely recommend you checking it out. I don't know if you want to go for the mini episodes. Again, you would have to wait a long time for the rest. But if you are willing, you could always go to the manga. That probably already has more content. But definitely, if you like more mature show of like comedy, slice of life, romance, definitely check it out whenever it airs.